day, I was building a house with a group from Virginia, and a man who was actually the brother of the people that we were building for. He came up and decided he was going to help. And we found out he wasn't a Christian. He wanted to help. He wanted to do something good. And this guy's name was Luis. And Luis just came up. He was one of those guys that he knew how to do it all. Well, he thought he knew how to do it all. He would go up and start building something, putting it together. He'd be like, guys, I finished. Luis, you did completely wrong, but it's okay. It's okay. We'll go back. We'll fix it. No big deal. Nobody's perfect. One of the contractors, he always said, nobody's perfect. Only Jesus is perfect. So we went up to him, it's okay. Fix it. No big deal. And so Luis he kept on doing his thing, and the first day, the whole structure of the house goes up. So that's a big day, and we had to break it down, fix it back up. But it's okay, Luis, it's okay. And so Luis came back the second day, and we were just happy to see him. And Luis was building. He's like, you guys are really nice to me. I don't really understand why. I know you guys are a group of Christians. And so he just came up to me, looked me straight in the eye, and he's like, I know you're a leader here, so I'm going to ask you. And I was like, okay, what are you going to ask me? He's like, why do you believe in God? So I looked at Luis, so I was like, alright, I'm just going to, we'll sit down, we'll talk. And so I instructed the group, just finish this, it's quick, it's easy, I'll come back in a couple minutes. Well, I went back to them in like an hour or so, but me and Luis had a talk. And Luis told me his story, and it was a mix of Spanish and English, but we figured it out, we picked it up. Luis had been to jail, he'd been a drug addict, he was an alcoholic, he called himself the devil. He thought he didn't deserve God, there was no way he could ever deserve God because of all the things he had done in his past. And so I just was like, Luis, have you ever looked at biblical teachings? Christianity is about grace, everyone's forgiven, no matter what you've done. And Luis said, alright, well, my family's been telling me this, and I might know this, but I can't do this right now, I don't deserve it. And so alright, Luis, I don't know what else to tell you right now. So I challenged him, like, Luis, you got a Bible at home? And he said, yeah, my family Bible was Luis is 32 of it, and he still has the Bible, he knew exactly where it was, but he never really touched it. And so I was like, Luis, go home, read the book of James. It's short, it's good, and you'll understand it. And so Luis was like, okay, I'll do it. And so I left that day, not knowing if Luis would actually do it. But we all just came together, we prayed for him that night. And Luis came back the next day, he looked happy. Like, Luis, you read the Bible, didn't you? Yeah, I read James, it was all about creation, God created the world. It's like, you didn't read James, but it's okay. You read Genesis. He's like, I just opened it went to the first one, it sounded good, so I read it. Alright, Luis, good job. And he was really happy, he was all excited to tell me all about it. So I was talking to him, Luis, if you ever want to become a Christian, we're here, we're not going to force you, but if you want to, let us know. And so, we just went on working. This is the third day. House was getting done. We were finishing up the roof, and we got to a point where all we had to do was cap the roof, and that takes 5 minutes tops. And I told the group, just go take a break, guys. It'll finish up. We still have a long time to do it. And so they're all ready, going to get some drinks, and Luis turns to me, he's like, so it's time for a break? It is, Luis. Okay, it's time. Time for? He's like, I'm going to become a Christian right now. So up on the roof, we got 4 people together, just sat around him, and right there, looking over his farm and his entire city, Luis accepted Christ on top of his roof in the house that we're building. And a 32-year-old man come up to me asking what to do next. It's a crazy experience, but so then the next day, finishing up the house, we're looking around, we're like, where's Luis? He's not here. I hope he was serious, like, looking around, he wasn't there. And so we found him later, he was down in his farm feeding his animals. And we we were talking to him. We're like, how do you feel? He seemed like, feeling good. This is the first time I haven't had a hangover in forever. I read the Bible instead of drinking. It was great. And we just kept talking to him. And he was a lot more calm. He was a lot easier to work with. And as we're saying our goodbyes to Luis, hoping that he actually believed what he told us, he taps me on the shoulder one last time and he's like, so where do I turn next? And he pulled out the Bible, asks where James actually is, and he apparently read James that night. He was going to church on Sunday to get baptized, and that was all because of you